Today we're going to be working on getting all the signatures ready and maybe even decorate. Hi, I'm Lucy and this is Memory Keeper Journals. I already started getting some of the papers and I will get you right through them. But I wanted to mention that I actually got a new set of digitals, and they are from Chapter 1. This is one of the pages. And it's called Faded Pink Florals, which you can tell how cute it is. And I also got the ephemera pack. And I already did all of the coda parts, so I got it ready so that you guys don't have to see me cutting them apart. And we can use these ephemeras to decorate throughout the journal, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. So let's go on and begin. So right now, you know, I mentioned before in the first two videos that I am using all of Ruby and Pearl to decorate this journal, and especially it has to do with ballet. So that's the reason why I am using this photo in the front. I have a few more photos that I want to use to decorate the rest of the journal, but I wanted to show you what I did was I took some of the digitals that I had already shown you on the second video, put them together, and then I got some of my vintage papers and I included it in between, and the new digital from Chapter 1. So far I decided that I'm gonna do 2 journals on this side of the journal and two signatures, and 2 signatures on this side of the journal. So far I separated a few. I didn't do a lot, but I did clean them all up in the edges and added, like, for example, this one has this one from Ruby and Pearl. And then I have that one, which is a wallpaper from Ruby and Pearl as well. And I made it into like a tuck because I didn't want to get rid of the whole vellum. This is part of her digital as well with the beautiful writing. I added this is, let's see if you can see it. This is Braille paper. And then I added another digital from Ruby and Pearl and another vintage paper that I had. This is like a ledger from a ledger book, and it's written in pencil, but that's okay. It says 1952. And then I added this one, which is from Chapter 1. And I wasn't sure which side I wanted to be in the middle, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna decorate them, so it's gonna look different regardless. Then this is the second signature on this specific spot. I still have to trim a couple because, as you can see, it's taller. I might not completely cut it completely, because what I'm gonna do is probably show you how I go about it in terms of cutting it and making it fit into the journal. So that's part of the back, but we're doing the front. So the second signature is this one that goes here, and I used Chapter 1 papers, another old vintage paper from 1945, a digital from Ruby and Pearl, another digital from Ruby and Pearl, but this one is part of a wallpaper, and then another piece of that ledger here, which is folded to add like into a pocket, which I have to reinforce because it's old and it will rip. So we'll figure something to do with that. Then we go to the back. This is the first signature in the back right here, and this one has the one that says Ballet, which for some reason, I don't know, I was thinking about maybe folding it differently and cutting part of it. attaching it to something so that we can have the word, but the word is not going to fit in this you know, journal completely because it's so thin, it's narrow. There's not going to have the whole word, you know, or maybe, I don't know. No, it might not. It's definitely going to be cut off, so I might not be the first one to be here. Maybe I'll keep this one as the first one because it looks so beautiful. This is the vellum, and I put it over her digital with this beautiful writing of Paris, and I thought it looks really good right in between the vellum. Look how beautiful that looks. So that's what I want. So it might be the front, and I might move this one somewhere else. There's one of the digital. This is the one that I might have to fold, so I might bring it down a bit and fold it here. So even if it's shorter, it's fine. It gives it a little bit of different dimension on it. And this is the one from chapter 1. How beautiful is that? Oh, I really love the colors. It's a muted pink, and I printed it in a linen paper, so I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but it looks so good. And I don't know if this is the way or this is the way. This is the way. Yeah, this is the way. I had it the wrong way. For some reason this came out backwards. So that's the way it printed. Huh. Okay, so then this is gonna be the middle, because that side, it doesn't matter. I can very well do something with it. But the middle, I want it to be pretty. So that's gonna be the middle for this signature now. And I might have to move this one. I don't really like the way it looks there, so I might put it here. There we go. Solved. Okay, I still have to cut it down because it's too big. And then this one is the second signature in the back, which I might have to add some more paper. It's already cut down to fit, but look how pretty it looks with this paper. I like that. A Pearl, another one from Ruby and Pearl, another one of those ledgers, and this one will be in the middle, which I think this will be the middle because I like this side much better. Isn't that beautiful? But now I have to figure out, am I doing it wrong? No, it looks like it's the same regardless. It had a beautiful border, but I knew I was going to lose some of it because of the size of the journal. And this is not a digital for skinny journals, and I didn't think about that when I was purchasing it. So I have a few in my cart right now that I want to get that are for skinny journals, so it'll be a lot easier for me to print and put them in here. And I, you know, I could have lowered the percentage on the computer to print them before printing, but I didn't even think about that after it was already done. So that's what we're gonna do. And now I have, let me show you what I've got. Okay, so in this pile here I have a few laces that are antique and vintage, and these were purchased from Patty at Secret Meadows, and these are leftovers from that, from the ledger as well that I use. Oh, I have a hanky. Did I want to use this one? No. This one I do not want to use. I'll leave this to the side as well. So I'm not sure if I want to put that in there, but I do have a few more of these vintage. This one is probably, I don't know if it's antique or what, because it's so old. These can fall apart like nothing. I mean, look at the pieces. So I might not use these for pages because I'm gonna have to completely reinforce it the whole time, even if I fold it, it might break. So let's try one just to see. it worked. Well, I might be able to use it. Is it big enough? Well, would you look at that? We can add some in the one in the back because this one has not very many pages, and we gotta count them too, because I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. I would think maybe 7 would be good, and maybe I need to add something else, maybe more wallpaper. I can do that. That would be good. A page or line paper, but this one is still a little bit too. I can probably just cut it down, so I might have to take it off and just fold the ends of it because it is so delicate. It might just break on its own. Let's see. If I do this, that's the part that's the prettiest. I feel bad having to take it apart. Look at that, like nothing. See what I mean? Did it take part of the date? No, it's the bottom part. Okay, well, that's not bad. I can live with that. It's probably gonna need to be reinforced anyways, but this would be really cool to put here, like that. Okay, so now we have, I think 6, I said 5, right? Let's see what's in the first one. The first one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. That's a good amount. 7 pages is a good amount. Let's see on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like I need one more in here of the chapter 1 pages. I wonder if I have any more. I don't think it was that many. I have to see what I have. Did I use them all? Oh, I guess I did, huh? No. Oh well, I'm gonna have to use some of these pages. So let's see, what can we add here? We need 2 more for this one. Two more. This one is cute. You can add this green one. I like this one. Green would be perfect with this too, with the little birdie. It's pretty. Let's see, what else do I have? Otherwise I'm gonna have to print some more digitals. And these don't have anything in the back, so I have to come up with something for it. Oh, this one is cute. We can add this one. I like this wallpaper. There's more wallpapers here, so let's see, what else do we have? I have this one. Oh, we have this one too. Oh, this blue one is so pretty. This one is the one that's going to match. Is it this way? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it this way. That's pretty. So we'll cut it this way. So let me fold it. I'll put this one in the middle here, and that would be perfect. So let me look at how it looks in this signature. So it's about 1 centimeter here, and about 1.25 inches or so on the top. Okay. And I also want to do this one. So we can put it here to cut it the same, because it needed 2. And these are blue, so do we want to add blue to this journal? I don't know if I want to I mean, I could. It's not showing it here, but it doesn't matter. I think we can add it. This one already has 7 pages. This one needs 2, and I have 2 right here. I like the green for this journal. Okay, so now in the back we need, how many are in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 2 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 here. So 2. So I need 3 more, right? Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so I don't want these, so I'm gonna put these back. Yeah, and I thought I was prepared, but you know what? I did that not thinking. I started doing the signatures without thinking, and realized, wait, I'm supposed to bring them into this with me. So what am I doing? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, this one is cute. We can add one of these. It's big enough. Or even this one, which is a bit... this one would fit so much better, I think, this way, right? So I'm going to add this one. Let's see. Okay, we can put these back. See if I find something on this side. Here. I need to print more of her wallpapers in large sheets, because in this one I might have to clean it up. Some more yellows and browns. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to print a few more. So for now, we're just gonna work on what we've got, because I'm not planning on doing that right now. I need to have my internet connection perfect for me to do that, because we share the internet, so when they're using it, I can't use it. Let's see if I have something else here. Okay, so the other thing that I was thinking about besides these, because these look more like for a regular journal. I mean, I could connect them if that's the case. I have this one, but I already have one of those, so I didn't want to add the same one again. But I was thinking I have a paper pad as well that has really pretty colors. Or yeah, I have some more papers here. I could use some bags or some of this paper that I have here. Let me just clean them up a little bit. You can use that for some writing, and I can decorate them too and cover them up with some of these beautiful colors. And then I might change my mind and use these ones, because I love those colors. Like, I really love blue. It's one of my favorite colors, so I added in everything. You're not supposed to be pink and green, but you know what, guys? There is some blue in here as well in this digital. So do we have anything? I see a lot of green and purple and pink, but I don't see much blue except for on that one in the back. Like right on this wallpaper, that's the only little blue bit I have. And this is green, so you see. All right, it's an option. This one is green and it has a little bit of blue. That's not bad. We could do some kind of contrast. Okay, so that's a contender. And then I have this paper bag that I barely use. I only use it once in a while. And it's just regular paper. These are some of the loose pages that I had taken out for another project that I was doing, but I didn't get to use them. So we might be able to use some of these. Like this one is pretty. We can use this one for this journal. We probably can use a couple of pages that way. And these are pretty, the pink ones. So we put these 3 out. Let's see, what else do I have? I like this one too. This one is pretty, but we have a lot of browns, so when I get into the browns, forget it. Ooh, this green one. Let's see, what else? That pink one is good. I like anything flowers, so can't go wrong. I like this one. It's pretty green and it matches perfectly with this one. Okay, let's see what else. No strawberries. I got one of those. Pink ones. Purple. I don't think I need that many. That's pretty. Ooh. Isn't that beautiful? I like that. I'm gonna take one out and see what it looks like in one of the pages. More like patterns, because this way I can add a lot of those pictures that I have there and use the pattern as a background for decorating. Didn't I get one of those? I thought I did. No, it's not. It's different. Okay, I'll take this one. I liked it. Looks like that was the green. That was the only green, I think. I don't want lines. I don't care for lines right now. Oh, that one is pretty. What's that? Isn't that green? Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll see which one I would like to use that I feel comfortable with. But usually I take them out and I see what they look like, and if I don't want to use them, I'll put them right back in here so that I can use them for another project. Like this one is pretty with the pink and green, and it has a little bit of blue. Check that out. That's not bad. I like that. Looks a little shabby. Yeah, I like shabby, but I am more of a French country shabby meets the Hollywood glamour, because that's what I like. So I will be trying to add that to this journal, even though there's a lot of people that love all that shabby chic. I know they do, but I like some of that glamour and those sparkles and stuff like that. I love that. So we'll see what I can add. Okay, so enough fussing. I'm gonna go ahead and try these that I have here. And oh, I was gonna leave the blue ones out, not putting the blue ones in there, because yeah, that's not the color I'm using right now. I'm using pink and greens. Pink and greens. I've been on a kick with pink and greens for a while now, so not sure why, but that's what I'm into right now. Well, I know why, because I've been working on my own personal journal that I have been using pink and green with, so that is the reason why. See, that matches perfect with it. It's muted just like this. Maybe we'll add some of those, but let's see how many pages I have, because I also have this one that I wanted to use because it's a green, even though it's like a peachy pink. I like that. All right, let's see. So this one has 7 pages. This one has, I would like to add this one here. Yes, I like that color there. I like that color there. So we're gonna do that in this one. So I'm gonna put it like this so I know where it goes. And we can add that one for the middle and this one for there. So like this, right? Yeah. So first things first, let's cut it down. Might have to cut into the wording on this one. What is that gonna cut on this one? The bottom. That's fine. Okay, we'll do that. So I'm gonna put this here on the line. And I'm gonna cut. Guys, it's really hard to see where the paper is at when the camera is right in front of you. So hopefully I'm doing it straight. Did it take it off? Okay, stop the paper. No. We'll take a little sliver of the end. Like right here maybe, yeah, about that much. Is it the same size? It's supposed to be about an inch. No, the wrong side of the ruler, because the ruler's messed up on the other side because I've cut it so many times. It's not working. It's messing my paper up. I just want to do it softly because I don't want it to ruin my paper. Oh no, not again. Hold on. Okay, so let's see how it looks here. The green one looks really good there. So I could just glue these two together and that will become one. Right? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully it works out. For some reason this side looks white. It's a little messed up here. Okay. I can probably sew around it as well so that it doesn't come off. So I'm going to do my little technique of one page and it makes it a pretty sturdy one. Oh, look at all that leftover from the other project. Okay, well, let's see. Will that work? Oh, did I make the page? Seriously? Did I have to do that? Oh my goodness. I moved it. This side. good. There you go. See? I like that. So that'll be like one page. And that's basically what I would do with the other papers. How many do we have? 3, 4. So now it's 5. I need 2 more on this one. And you know what I need? I just realized I have no coffee paper. That's what I'm missing. It's not more of that paper, but I have to make coffee dyed paper. I haven't made any. And I've been so sick that I have not been able to really work in here very much because I was completely out. Okay, well, let's see, what can I do with this one? So let me just get this one ready because we need to be able to fit, right? So for example, this one, I'm gonna have to take off. That's sad. I don't want to. I don't want to take off anything, but I'm gonna have to fold it then. I'm gonna fold this one too. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fold this one here. The book. Let's see up to. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up all of them today. Size them to the size of the book. A little bit shorter. And put all the signatures together, and then I will probably add the pages that I need. So I'm thinking of adding some coffee dye paper, but I have to make them. And then I will add in between each of the pages maybe 2 or 3 of the coffee dye paper, so it'll make it more than 7 pages in some of them, but I'm gonna try and make it as even as possible so that it's even on both sides and I can still open it flat like I mentioned before. Okay, so now what I'm gonna be using is some of my 12 by 12 paper, craft paper that I have here from the paper pad and that we took out earlier. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them to size, and then I am going to glue them together to create just one page. I probably could have just, you know, now that I'm looking at it, then I'm doing a voiceover on this section of the video. I could have just folded them together. Might have fit perfectly in the flip-flop journal because it's so narrow. I believe it's like what, 4 inches wide, or maybe a little bit less than 4 inches. And when I fold these papers 12 by 12 together, it becomes 6. So yeah, maybe not. I might not have been able to, but anyways, I get to cut it to like a regular size paper, or more or less something close to a regular size paper, so that way I can cut it the way they both the same way and then glue them together. It'll be a lot easier, but I ended up instead folding it in half, and that way glue it all together, and whatever was left over I can use it for like decorating the pages. And usually that's what I do. Whatever's left over of the papers that I'm using, I leave it on the side and I put it like in a little box or a folder or a plastic page protector, and I leave them in there because I will eventually use it throughout the journal that I'm working on. It could be decoration, a snippet, a pocket, it doesn't matter, but at least you can use the same pages that you have been using throughout the journal to decorate as well, and that way it all matches and it doesn't come out of a different style or color, because I've done that in the past where I leave whatever I'm working on and I start working on it on the next day, and the feel of it is totally different. I don't know if you get that. Well, I come back and it changes, like the whole style of it changes, because now I'm adding something else. And then when you look at the whole journal in the end, you have things that originally were not intended to be in there, Sometimes it works, but not all the times, because I've had journals where I will not even sell them or anything, and I just keep them for me because I know that I literally went off whatever style I was working on and added a total different thing in it. So yeah, that happens a lot. But if I don't focus and keep going to the style that I actually intended to do from the beginning, it would change. It would definitely change. Okay, so this was done on a total different day. I had already done a coffee dye paper, and I don't know if it was a few days from the last time because I was not feeling well again. So usually when I'm not, I just rest and then I'll come back to the same thing that I was working on. So I did go ahead and made some coffee dye paper, and now I'm going to go ahead and add a few of those pages in here. So I'm trying to count to see that I have how many pages I have in each signature, and I decided that I will put 2 of them in there. And at first I was thinking, should I use the whole page or should I cut them? And I decided that I wanted to use it the whole page. They came out really nice with the coffee dye paper, with the coffee stains on them, and some of them are a little grungy, but not too grungy because I don't like it extremely grungy, unless of course I'm working on something that is supposed to be that way. But this one I want it to be a little bit more delicate, and I want these coffee dye pages to be an extension of writing, because the other pages are going to be decorated. So I want to be able to have plenty of space to write in it, because I'm making it as if it was for me. I love to have plenty of spaces to write on, whether it's on a tag or an attachment, or I put some extra papers in the envelopes. And I usually do that in all of the journals that I make or create for my shop. I make sure that I put plenty of things in the package that contains a lot of paper for writing or decoration things that you can use to decorate your pages and give you some ideas, and I do some extras on the side just for you to use. So I do it like if I was doing it for myself, what I like to see in there, and how I like to use my journal. I ended up folding them in a way that they were like flip outs, and creating some pockets. And this time around, I created a different type of pocket. So it was like a tuck and a top loading pocket, because I did not want to cut the page at all. Usually I do, and then I have strips of coffee dye paper all over the place. And don't get me wrong, I use them. I could use them for stamping. I use them to stamp my logo, and I attach it to some of the things that I create, things like that. But if I can create my journals without making so much of the scraps, that would be great, because I had so much scrap. I don't even know what to do with it. Most of the time I end up doing masterboards, but to be honest with you, I do a masterboard, but then I rip more paper, and then when you come to see, I have even extra than what I originally intended not to have. So I don't know if that happens to you, if you have a different way of dealing with your scraps. How do you use them and what do you use them with, because a lot of those things don't really match together. So I have to probably use book pages or other neutral colors just to be able to use them, because I have a lot of colorful papers. So yeah, it just becomes another task, in trying to find a place to put them, because I have a whole basket full, and then now another scrap box, and now I'm creating another box. So anyway, it looks like here I have a vintage paper. In between, I'm gonna add another coffee paper, and I think, I'm not sure exactly, I can't remember right now, but I have a feeling it's more than 7 pages. I intended 7 pages. I think the signatures in the back of it, I think it was like maybe 5 or 6. I'm not sure. I think I put less because I think once you start decorating the pages, they will get a lot thicker and then it will be harder for me to write inside of the journal. But yeah, you'll see how I cut them all and I measure because, you know, with my eyes most of the time, just trying to see how it fits, how I like the way it looks. Sometimes I use the ruler to measure, but not all the time. So hopefully this can help you decide what you would like to do instead. And you could do it very different from what I'm doing, or you can just follow and do the same thing. I also like to add beautiful images. I like to use magazines too. So just to give you an idea, you could use anything, any type of pages or books or anything that you like to read or look at, or if you have magazines and stuff that you have never used, you can take those pages apart and use them. Cover the sections that you don't like you will see when I am decorating the white pages on this journal. Okay, once I have all of the signatures ready and I feel comfortable with what I already have, I use a wax thread and I bind all of my signatures into the cover. So for me, I usually take about 3 sizes of the cover, and that's what I use for every signature. It gives me plenty of space to play with it and be able to maneuver as I am, sewing the signatures inside of the cover. And I will show you how this works. So, and this comes with so much wax. I was just showing you how much wax it comes with. It gets stuck to my hands, but I like it because, it's a lot faster for me. I do have wax on the side, so I can always take another thread and add wax to it and use it as well. But right now, what I do is I grab some of those binder clips. They're pretty strong, so they help a lot. And this is a flip-flop journal, so I have to make sure nothing is moving. So what I do is I start with the first signature, and all of the other signatures I will put them on the side. So I have them put in order. So I have 3 and then the last one 4 journals. Put them together so I know which one goes where. So now I know. So I grab the first one, and first thing I do is I look to see to make sure that wherever I'm gonna create the holes into, that I don't pierce anything else that I don't need to pierce. So I do double check everything front and back, and then I make sure that everything is in order. I'm not sure if I am going to be sewing the whole cover, but I was looking at it and decided, you know what, before I go ahead and put all these signatures in here, I am going to try and put it through my sewing machine and sew all around it, just to make it more sturdy and to make sure that none of my pages that I collage to it will come off or will lift. So I have the sewing machine right next to me because I'm always sewing all of my journals, especially my hardcover journals. I like to sew a lot of the pretty pages to make them look pretty, and I use all of my favorite stitches on some of the pages that are going into the journal. But this time around, I'm just gonna go ahead and use I believe it's stitch number 10 is one of my favorite ones in my machine, and it looks really pretty, so it'll decorate just all around. I'm just hoping that it doesn't look weird on the back side. how it always looks good in the front but not the back. I just hope it doesn't do that. But so here I was thinking, should I do the front pockets? Should I sew that? But then I decided, no, I'm going to start from the first page of the envelope, and I will go from there. So I decided to use a contrast color. So I took a brown thread and started with that one instead. I was looking to see maybe green or maybe a white, but I didn't have enough to be able to go all the way through the whole journal. So I went ahead and set up the machine with the brown one, and that's what I did. I went all around with my favorite stitch on the journal, and then I will show you what it looked like. But I just wanted to take you through the whole process of how I work on this. I have to really think before I go to the next step, and I was already so anxious to add my signatures into the cover that I wasn't even thinking, what did I want to do? And then I realized, wait a minute, I had thought about I wanted to sew. So it stopped just in time, because if I would have put all of those signatures in there, there was no way I was going to be able to sew around the journal at all. And I tell you what, guys, I learned all this by myself, setting up my machine, sewing. At first it was a little hard. Now it's a lot easier. I've been taking some classes on my YouTube college, that's what I call it, because you learn anything through YouTube or Skillshare. And so I have gone to so many classes just to learn anything that I want, and I love it. I do it every time. I'm like, at this moment I'm doing calligraphy, and that's my little go-to for a break when I sit on my couch, or if I'm sitting on my dining room table and I'm having a snack or something, and I have my papers there, and I do my calligraphy practice, and I love it. I just do different things here and there. I have shown some of the letters that I have been doing. I already did the minuscules, which are the small letters in modern calligraphy, and now I'm into the majuscules, so they are the big letters. And then eventually we're going to be connecting them, which should be probably next week. I'm a little behind, but I still do it anyway because it's at your pace anyway, and I love it. So here I am trying to make sure that everything is separated, and I start sewing the signature. So this video became a little bit too long because I didn't make it to go fast enough, but I'm here showing you how I'm sewing it, but it's gonna end soon, and I'm gonna continue in the next video, and I will try to keep it more on point on what I'm doing, so that you're not sitting here for like an hour. I've been trying to edit the videos as much as I can, but of course I'm using my phone. I do have a new iPad now that I am trying to use for that, but it's been pretty difficult to add a couple of other apps that I need, and of course I need to purchase a few other things. So little by little I'm gonna be able to do it. I am not working at the time, so it's a little bit difficult, and with these medical things going on, it's ridiculous how expensive everything has gotten. So I am doing the best that I can, but I should be posting the next video soon. So I hope that you was able to get something out of this video, some inspiration at least. And if you really like what I have shown and shared with you, please don't forget to like, and also hit the notification bell so that you can see the next video that I should be posting right after this one. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching, guys. Bye now. you.